Social Security. How can I help?
Hello, I heard there's something wrong with my social security. Can you help me?
What happened to your Social Security?
I heard it was suspended and I needed to pay for my senior housing and my Meals on Wheels.
Who suspended your social?
I heard it was someone from the government.
Like, do you have a name?
Yeah, it was on my cassette answering machine and I accidentally erased it while taking down the message.
Okay, verify me your first and your last name.
My first name is spelled R as in Romeo, O as in Oscar, B as in Bravo, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo, T as in Tango. My last name is spelled G as in Golf, R as in Romeo, I as in India, N as in November, N as in November, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, L as in Lima.
What is the last four digits of your social?
1922.
Did you had a word with any other officers before me?
No.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pull up your file real quick, and I'll give you more information about the case.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Robert. Just
Yes.
want just I just wanted to ask you this: that have you ever lost your wallet or any of your identity card, or did you misplace your social security card in the past?
No, I always keep my wallet in my front pocket.
Okay, sir. According to your file, I can see here that this call is regarding some legal enforcement actions which has been filed on your social. And I've got an order from the law enforcement agency to go ahead and suspend your social at this very moment on an immediate basis because we have found many suspicious activities going on under your social for some fraud activities. Are you aware of that?
No, I just lead a quiet life. Once a week, I go to the church basement to play bingo, and once a day, I go to the park bench to feed bread to the birds.
Okay. So you have no idea about the activities which is going on under your social, right?
No,
Which means you're telling me that you're not involved in any of those criminal activities, correct?
no.
All right. So in that case, Mr. Robert, just wanted to let you know that the line that we are talking right now, every call, is on a recorded line. It's the Federal Trade Commission, Better Business Bureau, and the Drug Enforcement Administration. So whatever we are talking, everything will be recorded, okay? Which means this is going to be an evidence at a state court of taxes in order to prove that you're innocent, okay? We
Oh,
have If you have a pen and a piece of paper, you can note it down your case ID number and as well as the warrant number which has been issued from the state court of taxes.
let me
Can
go.
you get a pen and a piece?
Going to get the pen and paper.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, I haven't been the same since I got coronavirus. Just another set of stairs. Let me dig in the drawer. Okay, I have a pen and paper.
First of all, you need to write it down, my information, which you are gonna need it in your future preferences. Okay.
Okay,
My name is Michelle. My last name is Greene,
how do you spell the last name?
like the color which ends with E.
And does Michelle have one L or two L's?
Two L's.
Okay.
You can write it down my badge number, which is P as in Peter, R as in Robert,
So
147. Write it down your case ID number, which is D as in Delta, M as in Mary, Z like zebra,
so
702012.
so badge ID P as in Papa, R as in Romeo 147, and KISS ID number D as in Delta, M as in Mike, Z as in Zulu 702012.
Correct. Write it down the warrant number, which is 47 dash 00 dash 90 dash 45.
You said
Keep
war
this in.
You said Warren number. Do you mean the former Supreme Court Justice Earl Warren is involved in this?
Yes.
Okay.
47. You got it?
So 47009045.
Correct.
Okay.
So now let me tell you that there are two allegations under your name, Mr. Robert, which is for money laundering and drug trafficking. So have you ever been to the state of Texas before?
I worked in Texas at the Texas School Book Depository in Dallas in 1963, and I stayed long enough to vote for Lyndon Baines Johnson for president in 1964.
Okay, so sir, let me tell you, okay? Why I'm asking you this because your social was found at the south border of Texas, okay? And there are two addresses which is linked under your name, and the locals they have initiated this investigation and they have found an abandoned car where it was rented under your name, but they haven't found anything inside the car, but they have found some paperwork and some documentation along with some banking institutions, okay? And also, I will go ahead and confirm the addresses. Those addresses has a link under your name. You can check it out and do let me know if you know those addresses, okay?
So you said a rented car? Was it a Hertz rental car?
Yes.
Oh, Hertz is a terrible rental car company.
Yeah. So, those addresses, okay, I have this address which is 1245 East 16th Avenue, El Paso, Texas. The second address is 7609 Ocean Avenue, El Paso, Texas. Do you know any of these addresses?
No,
Okay. So what you're saying is that you have never been to this El Paso, Texas, right?
no,
And you have never rented a car under your name?
not a Hertz. I hate Hertz.
Okay. So, sir, here, let me tell you the second address which I just mentioned. The locals, they initiated this investigation, and while the investigation was going on, they have recovered some paperwork documentation with some banking institutions like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, TD Bank, Fifth Third, U.S. Bank, Credit Union, Capital Bank. So, out of all those accounts, out of the accounts which I just mentioned, every account has your name on it, okay? So, that's the reason I'm asking you. Have you ever wired any money to a narco trafficking countries like Mexico and Colombia?
No,
Okay. So at this very point of time, under your social or under your name, which bank are you banking with in order to differentiate which one is yours and which one is busy? for the fraudulent activities?
I bank at Milford Bank.
You say Milford.
Yes.
Is this the only bank account that you're banking with?
Yes.
Okay. Which accounts are you holding? Is it like a checking account, or savings account?
A checking account and a savings account.
What about a debit card or a credit card?
I have a debit card connected to the checking account. I don't have a credit card. I don't want to go into debt in my old age.
Okay. Totally understand that. All right. Just hold on. Milford Bank. Okay. So, and for how long have you been banking with this bank?
Probably 40 years.
40 years. Okay. Just wanted to confirm, Mr. Robert, I want you to be very honest and very truthful on a recorded line because since the investigation is still going on at this very point of time, all I can say is that this is the case of an identity theft, okay? Which means somebody has been using your personal information for those kind of activities, okay? So that's the reason I'm asking you this once again. The bank account that you're banking with, the checking account, what is the approximate amount that you have on your checking account?
I have
Not
four,
the exact amount.
in the checking. I have
Hmm.
$4,736.10.
Okay. What about the savings?
I have $73,784.17.
You say 18 cents.
17 cents.
And the debit card which you have with you that is associated with the bank, right? With your
That
checking account.
that's right.
Okay, can you confirm me once again the checking account? What is the approximate amount?
$4,736.10.
Okay, and the savings?
$73,784.10.
Tenth or 17?
17 cents.
Okay. So now we are going to go ahead and fill up some declaration form, which means whatever assets you have under your name or under your social, do let me know, okay? Because at this very point of time, since the warrant has been issued by the State Court of Taxes, which means if the law enforcement comes to know that you're involved in any of those activities, everything, whatever you have or whatever you owned, they will go ahead and they will seize and freeze whatever you own for an unknown period of time, okay? Before the warrant gets canceled, you have to confirm me. If you do you have any, like, how many addresses do you have according to your social and according to your name at this very
I
time?
I have only one address.
Confirm me the address.
It's 1187 Campbell Avenue. That's spelled C as in Charlie, A as in Alpha, M as in Mike, P as in Papa, B as in Bravo, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, L as in Lima, apartment 13 in West Haven, Connecticut. That's W as in Whiskey, E as in Echo, S in Sierra, T as in Tango, space, H in Hotel, A as in Alpha, V as in Victor, E as in Echo, N as in November. It's in Connecticut. That's C as in Charlie, O as in
Got
Oscar.
it. You say 1187 Tempo Avenue.
That's right.
Okay. Apartment 13,
That's right.
West Haven, Connecticut. And what is the zip code?
06516.
Okay. Do you own an apartment or anything like that?
I rent the apartment.
Okay. And how much do you pay for your apartment?
I pay $400 a month.
Okay. Do you own a car? Any vehicle like car, truck?
I own a car.
One car?
Yes.
Anything else that you own under your name?
No.
Or you are under your social?
No, just one car.
Okay. Do you have a driver license?
Yes.
For age verification, I would like to know your age. How old are you, Mr. Robert?
I'm 87 years old.
Okay. You live by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Stay connected. I'll go ahead and forward this information real quick. Okay. Whatever information I provided to you, you have to keep it safe. Okay. Don't lose it. The case ID number and the warrant number which you have with you. And do you have any middle initial on your ID?
Uh, O as in Oscar.
Oh, as an Oscar. I'm going to go ahead and forward this information to the higher authority since after which I'll go ahead and connect this line to one of the U.S. Marshal Service. One of the officer will be talking to you. Before your social number gets suspended, you have to talk to them regarding the case which is going on, and they will help you, okay? And they are going to go ahead and issue a new social security, okay?
Okay.
And you have to stay on the line. Just give me some time, okay?
Okay.
All right, sister.
Yes.
Okay, just got an update from the higher authority that in order to go ahead and cancel, since the warrant has been issued, right, for the verification purpose, you have your ID, your driver license with you, right? Is it possible for you that you can take a picture and send it to the higher authority
I
right
ha-
away?
I have a flip phone. I don't think it takes pictures. It's very old. What's that phone number anyway?
Mm-hmm. Okay, no problem. You can just go ahead and tell them, okay, if that is the case, okay? I'll
Okay.
go ahead and connect this line directly to one of the officer from the U.S. Marshal Service who will be helping you, okay? I hope you understand the whole situation which is going on right now, correct? Just tell them that you're not involved in any of those, okay, likewise as you told me, okay?
Okay.
If they have to ask you. So did you completely understand, Mr. Robert, whatever I told you about the
Yes.
case?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Stay on the line with me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for being on a hold. I really appreciate your time and patience. Your call has been connected to the Treasury Department of Justice. My name is Officer Simon Jones.
How do I
Is that Mr. Robert O. Greene with whom I'm speaking right now?
That's right. How do you spell your last name?
My last name it's Jones and it spells out as Jones, Jones.
Okay.
Yes. So, Mr. Grinnell, your call has been connected to me through the Social Security Administration Department. And I believe that the last person with whom you were speaking before from the Social Security Administration Department, she must have explained you well that what exactly happened under your social security information. So are
Yes.
you aware of the situation, sir? Or do you want me to read out your case file one more time?
No, I heard it had something to do with a car found in Texas with drugs.
So you understand about all the criminal activities which has been led under your social information, what all the allegations are which has been pressed on your social, and about the arrest warrant which has been issued under your name. So you understand about each and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, Mr. Grinnell, over the recorded call, we just need a statement by you. So you let us know, sir, that were you involved in any of those criminal activities? Just answer me in yes or no.
No.
You were not. Then when was the last time that you have been to state taxes?
The last time I was there was when I worked at the Texas School Book Depository in 1963, and then I stayed long enough to vote for Lyndon Baines Johnson for president in 1964.
So that was the last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then have you ever lost your social security card in the past?
No.
You never lost it. Okay. And have you ever shared your social information with anybody over the phone, over the internet, or in person? Have you ever shared it with anybody?
No.
You never shared it, right?
No.
Okay. So no problem, Mr. Greenell. Now listen to me very carefully. Because Mr. Greenell, when the case was brought to us on our desk, we have been keeping a close watch on to you, all right? And we have checked your past records as well. Through the past records, we came to realize about one thing, that apart from these criminal activities, you have never been involved in any of such criminal charges before. Am I correct?
That's right. My late father used to say the only good dope addict is a dead dope addict.
Exactly. So that is the only reason, Mr. Greenell, which made us realize that you might not be the real culprit who's behind all these criminal activities. Somebody must have used your social information for all these criminal activities, and you have been a victim of the identity theft. Okay,
I
but
have
Mr.
nothing
Grinnell,
to do with this.
Mr. Grinnell, I know that you are not the culprit. Okay, but all these criminal activities they had been performed under your social information, and all the evidences that the government have recovered they are against you. And for that, there is an arrest warrant which has already been issued under your name. And the state courthouse people of Connecticut, they already tried to take you in the custody. But we called them and we stopped them. Because we strongly believe, Mr. Greenell, that you are not the real culprit who's behind all these criminal activities. Because we have checked your past record and we didn't find anything fishy over there. But your state courthouse people, they do not think the same way like we do. They think that you are the real culprit who's behind all these criminal activities when you are not. So, Mr. Grinnell, now listen to me very carefully. What you have to do right now in order to get out of this case is you simply have to prove yourself innocent over the same recorded call. And how you can do that is by following the ADA protocol. Okay? And if you follow the ADA protocol over the same recorded call, we would be able to ensure your state courthouse people that you are not the real culprit who's behind all these criminal activities. You are cooperating with the department and you are not trying to hide anything from the government. And they will cancel up your arrest warrant then. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So listen to me very carefully what we have to do. As we have the strict orders from the federal government to suspend your social number and to seize every banking information that we have recovered under your name. So the first thing that we have to do right now is we have to suspend your current social security number. The reason being here is that, Mr. Grinnell, as you do understand that your social security number has been compromised, right?
Yes.
So we have to suspend your social number so that the criminal who put you down in a situation like this, he or she won't be able to use your social number for any more criminal activities. So that is the reason why we have to suspend your social number. Okay? And you no need to worry about anything, Mr. Greenell, because in the next 24 hours only, you will get approved with a new social security card along with all the legal documents, which means by tomorrow only, you will have your new social security card ready with you. All right, that will be a whole complete new number, and that is going to be your permanent number since then. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but Mr. Greenell, the thing here is that the moment when the government put a suspension on your social number, your all the personal informations which are linked with your social number, like your bank accounts, your debit cards, your credit cards, whatsoever the funds that you are holding into those, they are permanently going to be seized down by the government and you're not going to have access to those funds anymore. And definitely, Mr. Grinnell, that's your hard earned money, right? So definitely, you do not want to lose those funds. Nobody wants that. And as you know this thing, Mr. Grinnell, that you are being investigated, so you just cannot go to the bank, withdraw the money, and keep it with you. Because if you will be doing that, Mr. Grinnell, that is going to be against this government protocol, and the government will be thinking that you are trying to hide something from them. So in this situation, Mr. Grinnell, that you do not have to lose even a single dollar, let me tell you, a safety locker is going to be generated under your first and your last name. That is going to be for the temporary period of time till the time you are being investigated, where you can safeguard your funds. So that when the government they suspends your social, okay, you do not lose even a single penny. All right.
Okay.
So the first thing, Mr. Grinnell, that we have to do right now in order to safeguard the funds is we have to safeguard your bank accounts. All right. And the moment once when we're done with safeguarding the funds, the government is going to start the procedure of shutting down all the accounts which has been opened by using your information, and they are going to suspend your social number as well. And once when we're done with these two things over the same recorded call, then we would be able to ensure your state courthouse people that you are not the real culprit who's behind all these criminal activities. You are cooperating with the department and you are not trying to hide anything from the government. And they will cancel up your arrest warrant then. Okay?
Okay.
After that, after that, what we have to do is we have to schedule a meeting of two federal officers with you. So you let me know a time, Mr. Greenell, when you will be free for this government meeting.
I'll be free all day tomorrow.
So you are free whole day tomorrow. So how about 11 o'clock in the morning? Will you be free at that time?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to schedule the meeting of two federal officers with you tomorrow around 11 o'clock. So tomorrow around 11 o'clock, two federal officers, they are going to visit your place. They are going to hand over your new social security card to you along with all the legal documents, right? Plus whatever the amount that we are going to safeguard now. They are going to hand over a government approved check to you for that particular amount. So after you receive the check, Mr. Grinnell, what you have to do is you have to visit to the bank one more time because your real bank accounts, they are not going to get freeze for permanent. They are just going to get freeze for the next 24 hours. So after you receive the check, Mr. Grinnell, is you have to visit to the bank, and the amount of check that you will be getting, you can transfer those funds from the check onto your bank account. And I suggest you one important thing, Mr. Grinnell, that after all this, try not to use your social number over the internet, okay? And try not to disclose it with every other person so that you do not have to get involved in a situation like this again in the future. All right?
All right.
So this is the protocol, Mr. Grinnell, that you need to follow right now. And by following this same protocol over this same recorded call, we would be able to ensure your state courthouse people that you are not the culprit who's involved on all these things. It's a case of social identity theft, and you are not hiding anything from the government. And they will cancel up your arrest warrant then. So if you have a doubt, if you have a question in your mind, Mr. Greenup, anything that you don't understand, so you let me know, Mr. Greenup.
Okay.
What? Okay, sir. I'm asking you. Is there anything that you don't understand? If you have a doubt, any question, let me know.
No, no doubts.
All right. So, Mr. Greenell, as I told you that the government have recovered several accounts and credit cards under your name. And definitely, as you are innocent, so definitely those accounts and credit cards, they does not belong to you, right?
That's right.
So just to differentiate the real bank accounts out of all the bogus accounts and credit cards. You let me know that how many banks are you banking with?
Just one Milford Bank.
That's Milford. Okay. For how long are you banking with that Milford Bank?
Probably 40 something years.
Okay. And the account that you have with the Milford Bank, is it a checkings account or is it a savings account?
I have both.
Okay. How much funds are you holding right now in the checkings account?
I have $4,736.10.
Okay, that is in the check-ins. And how much funds are you holding right now in the savings account?
I have $73,784.17.
Okay. And apart from the Milford, you are not banking with any other bank, right?
No,
Okay. And how many credit cards you hold under your name?
I only have a debit card with the bank. I don't want to go into debt in my old age.
All right. So, Mr. Grinnell, thanks for verifying me all your financial information. Now, I just want you to stay with me over the line for the next couple of minutes. because I will be sharing your financial information with the higher authorities so that they can segregate your real accounts out of all the bogus accounts which has been generated under your name, and they can generate a safety locker under your name where you can safeguard your funds so that when the government they start the procedure of shutting down the accounts, and when they suspend your social, you do not lose even a single dollar. Okay? So
Okay.
just stay connected with me for a couple of minutes. Make sure that we won't get disconnected, and I'll get back to you in shortly. All right?
O-
Stay connected.
Okay.
Thanks for being on a hold. I really appreciate your time and patience, Mr. Grinnell. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Grinnell, I just shared your financial information with the higher authorities, okay? And they were successfully able to segregate your real accounts out of all the bogus accounts which has been generated under your name, under your social, and they have generated a safety locker under your name, okay, where you can safeguard your funds so that when the government they suspends your social, you do not lose even a single penny. All right.
Okay.
So, Mr. Green, first thing that we have to do right now is we have to safeguard the funds. Okay. So, Mr. Grinnell, in order to safeguard the funds, first of all, you need to take care of the few important things which is a part of this government protocol. The very first thing that you need to take care of, sir, is you have to be with me over the same phone call all through the time until and unless we're done with safeguarding the funds. The reason being here is that, Mr. Greenell, as you do understand that right now your social security number has been compromised, right?
Yes.
So you have to stay with me over the line, Mr. Greenell, because right now the calls they are being monitored and recorded by the major federal authorities like FBI and Federal Trade Commission. So when this case will be presented into the courthouse, okay, this particular recording it will be submitted over there, and this recording it will act as a legal evidence which will be in your favor, which will help you to prove yourself innocent and get your arrest warrant cancelled. So that is why you have to stay with me over the same phone call. So make sure that we won't get disconnected, all right? And somehow, if we get disconnected, you can reach me on my department number, okay?
What's that number?
Uh, yeah, I'll provide you the number. Just grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper, okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just note down my name first of all. My name is Simon Jones. My first name is Simon, and it spells out as S as in sugar, I as in Indiana, M as in Mike, O as in Oscar, and N as in Nancy. Simon. The last name it's Jones, and it spells out as J as in Joker, O as in Oscar, N as in Nancy, E as in Echo, S as in Sam. Simon Jones. Okay.
Okay.
After that, you can note down my department number, which starts with the area code 202,
Uh-huh.
then 850
Uh-huh.
9886.
So 202-850-9886.
Yeah, that's my department number. Okay. And the extension number is 1007.
1007.
Yeah, that's the extension number. All right. So this is the first thing, sir, that you need to take care of is you have to stay with me over the same phone call. All right. The
Okay.
second thing that you need to understand, sir, like suppose in a situation you wish not to follow the government protocol. So let me tell you, there is going to be a complete refusal from the Division of Social Security Administration or from the major federal authorities who are involved in this investigation. There is going to be a complete refusal from their side too, okay? And the government will be thinking that you are trying to hide something from them. All right.
All
So in
right.
that case, sir, the government is going to take legal actions regarding the case. They will simply give the orders to the state courthouse people of Connecticut to take you in the custody. They will suspend your social and they will freeze all of the accounts. So I hope that you do understand that how critical the situation is and you do follow the protocol so that we can get this matter resolved without facing any kind of legal consequences. All right?
Okay.
The third and the most important thing that you need to take care of, sir, as you do understand that it's a case of social identity theft, right?
Yes.
Till now, till now, we do not know who the real culprit is, who's behind all these criminal activities. The culprit could be anybody. The culprit could be your friends, family member, neighbor, anybody, right?
That's right.
So all through the time, Mr. Greenell, until we find out who the real culprit is, till the time the investigation is going on, you have to keep each and every information regarding the case very confidential within you and the US government only. You are not supposed to disclose any information regarding the case to any of the person, neither to your friends, not your family members. The reason being here is that, Mr. Grinnell, because we just do not want the culprit to get alert and run away from our hands. So that is why you have to keep each and every information regarding the case very confidential within you and the US government only. All right?
Okay.
So these are the important things, Mr. Grinnell, that you need to take care of first, okay? And in order to safeguard the funds, Mr. Grinnell, as I can see over here that you just have one bank account, okay? And you have a huge amount over the savings account only, right? And as you can see that it's evening time, right?
That's
So
right.
at this point of time, okay, we will try to do one thing. We will try to safeguard the funds from your check-ins account only. All right. And I will be passing the information to the higher authorities, okay? And they will be generating a safety locker under your name by tomorrow as well, for where you can safeguard the funds from your savings account too. All right. So as of now, Mr. Greenell, in order to safeguard the funds, the procedure, it is going to be an offline procedure, which is going to be done through the government remittance vouchers. Let me tell you, remittance vouchers, these are the sort of vouchers which are issued by the government to help the citizens who just faced a serious issue of identity theft regarding their social. So by using the services of these remittance vouchers, we are going to authenticate the funds on your safeguard wallet. Okay? And these remittance vouchers, they are easily available to you at any of the government approved stores nearby to you. Like you can get it from any of the Lowe's store around you. So can you confirm me, Mr. Grinnell? Do you have any Lowe's store around you?
Yes.
Okay. How far is the Lowe's store from the place where you are at right now?
Just a few miles.
Just a few miles. Okay. And before that, you let me know, Mr. Grinnell, do you have any swiping limit on your debit card?
No.
You do not have any swiping limit. All right, so that's good. So, Mr. Grinnell, you have to get towards the Lowe's store. Okay. So you let me know, Mr. Grinnell, do you have your vehicle with you?
Yes.
Okay. And are you dressed up to go out for the store or you need some time to get yourself ready?
I just need to put on my coat and my shoes.
Okay. So you can take your time, Mr. Grinnell. Okay. And Mr. Grinnell, in order to safeguard the funds while you are heading towards the store, you need to carry few of the important things with you which are going to help you out in order to safeguard the funds. The very first thing that you need to carry with you, it should be your valid picture ID proof. Like it could be your state ID, your driver's license, or your passport. Any of the valid picture ID proof. So can you confirm me that which valid picture ID proof are you going to carry with you?
I'll have my driver's license.
All right, so that will work really fine. Okay, you can carry your driver's license with you. The second thing that you have to carry with you, Mr. Grinnell, it should be your cell phone. Because as I told you that the calls they are being monitored and recorded by the major federal authorities, right? So you have to carry your cell phone and you have to stay connected with me. Because at the store as well, Mr. Grinnell, there will be no any representative from our department side who can guide you, who can assist you step by step that what you have to do. So you have to carry your cell phone along with you so that I can guide you, I can assist you step by step that what you have to do. All right.
Okay.
And can you let me know, Mr. Grinnell, that how much is your cell phone battery charged at the moment?
It's 97%.
So it's charged enough. Okay. So you have to carry your cell phone, and the third and the most important thing that you have to carry with you, it should be your bank debit card. All right. So you have to carry all these important things with you, Mr. Grinnell. All right. And you can get yourself ready. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll start the work from my end to generate the legal documents regarding the case, and I will get in touch with the state courthouse people of Connecticut in order to put a hold on your arrest warrant because you're completing the procedure. All right. So I'm here with you over the line, Mr. Grinnell. Just don't put me on mute or on hold. Just put me on speaker, and you can get yourself ready.
Okay.
And can you confirm me that how much time will it take you to get yourself ready?
Okay.
How much time will it take you, Mr. Grinnell, to get yourself ready? Are you there, Mr. Grinnell? Are you there, Mr. Grinnell? Mr. Grinnell, can you hear me?